Look around you. You never know who is sitting right next to you or just walking by. There could be one or another person with a lot of money in their bank account, and maybe these kind of person are sitting just one coffee away from you. It was just one company event with a lot of older people. Almost nobody was young, and with young I mean in something in the age between 20 to 35. I don't want to say you are old with 36, but you probably understand my point. The goal was to go there and network and just to meet cool people and speak with them. But every changed while I was there, and I've learned really a lot, and I think if I share it with you, it could help you in a lot of situations. Every one of us knows somebody who does well in life, and it doesn't matter if they're successful at their work, in their business, or with something else. But if you start to meet one multi-millionaire after another, you start to understand a couple of patterns. It is insane what kind of discipline and the right timing with the right people can bring you in this world. Sometimes things that you are not planning work the best. For that reason, grab every chance and fight for it like there is no tomorrow. Maybe a feeling or something similar tells you, just go there, see what is going on, and if you don't like it, you can still go home. Let's start with the story that I want to share with you. It was a barbecue event for the company where I work. I went there with two colleagues which I really like, and they are as well at the same age as I am. After a couple of talks, I immediately could feel that very few people there had a big aura or charisma. If you believe in it, you will probably know what I'm meaning by that. I didn't want to hang out with them or even talk with other people, and that's not because out of comfort. Even more, I didn't see how I could get any value out of it. And after just 15 to 20 minutes, I knew I just want to stay here with my two closest work buddies. After a while, I was sitting at the table with my buddies. There was a guy who had a watch, and I can speak just for myself. I don't have expensive stuff, but this watch was really shining and looked very clean. So let's start with the tips how to getting in. And this is the part where I want to deep dive into it. How can you speak with other people in a charismatic and open-minded conversation? I used to joke. I was like, hey, it looks like you have a good salary to wear such a watch. I really thought this watch was not that expensive, but after my question we started to synchronize and speak the whole time about everything. The only issue was that everyone could listen at the table, and the table were designed to let sit around 30 to 40 people per table. He was so open-minded that in some areas he was speaking sometimes even too much, and as well too much in a self-love attitude. I took the decision to go out and speak with him in silence where we are more private to get more about him and the stories how he did everything. So he told me he started in 2009 or 2010 to hang out with all the people who owned businesses. I don't want to get too much into the details because I don't know all the details, but they started with crypto and bitcoins at such a young age. But no, this is not how he get his money. He wasn't all in Bitcoin. Like I said, he had a couple of friends who owned businesses. He started to told me how he did it, and he went to 5-star hotels and waited in the lobbies to get to know people from the Emirates who just went there for visiting or vacation. He wanted to start a chauffeur business, and he was such a guy in comparison to the other people who lived in the same area. So the first lesson that we can take out from the story is to be different from the rest. Just because he was open-minded and speak with the people, he asked them how they feel, how the family feels, what they want to do. He made the deal out of his life. He met such a huge guy with a big name from the Emirates, and he said to him after he drove him everywhere and give him the best feeling that he could have for a vacation, he told him everyone who will come for a vacation or for a job or whatever, he will directly send them to him and he has to drive them all over. With that promise, everything started. He built up his brand and got 33 Vitos in his peak time, and as well he make it even bigger with supercars. He drove around 150 to 200 people from the Emirates over the years, and he bring them everywhere that they wanted so he could offer the best service. Furthermore, he has also a lot of contracted workers because he can't do everything by his own, but they share the same values as him. He also pay attention to have people who share the company's value. This is the second lesson that we can take out of the story. His employees were sometimes so motivated, and I don't know how he could found them, but they were like, you can wake me up in the middle of the night, you can ring on my door, and if it's necessary, I will drive serve the people in the middle of the night. With time and expansion of his business, he had famous people who he could serve for. And the best way to get more people are by advertising from mouth to mouth, like a person from the Emirates who was his first client. So the third lesson is mouth to mouth advertisement is very strong. On a usual workday, one person from the Emirates told him, "I want to buy your business and I want to buy it right now with all the employees, all the cars and all the customers that you have." And I don't know how much money he get offered, but he took the deal. So every one of us could imagine that they pay well. I thought always to meet rich people you have to play golf or live in Monaco or something like that and have your own yacht. So let's go to the mistakes that people make. They calculate wrong, they listen to other people, and they don't make their own research because the story is not finished. He is now 33 years old and he started a next move. He took out a credit of his bank during the COVID crisis we lived in. Everyone was just scared and thinking about to stay at home and wear a mask and something like that, but not him. The fourth lesson that we should learn and take out of it is to see the glass as half full and take the opportunities. He took from his bank around 142k as a credit and put it into the stock market. While the numbers went more and more down, so he didn't think a lot. He just bought one stock after another. And for him, it was like a sale. He bought a couple of 100 Apple stocks, Google, Meta, Alphabet, everything which is huge. If you push such an amount into the stock market in a crash like that, he made out a couple of millions. He paid back his credit in his bank and put money into his crypto wallet because he was all the time into crypto, but not all in. And I just want to tell you, I saw his portfolio in crypto and it was over $16 million. So now I want to say something about my conclusion, my opinion. I don't know what his personal reasons are to work for a company, but I think there is a reason for it and it doesn't matter because I don't know it. But at the end, I just saw his crypto portfolio and I don't know how much he has still in stocks. And it doesn't matter because he has one thing that I love. And I met a lot of people in my life, but the people who own their own business have all something in common. And that is they are doing instead of speaking about something. And they have the doer mentality. And I really love that so much because doing is the key, not just speaking about it. That's for today's video. Thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.